What's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing a Taco Bell mukbang because I have just had this intense craving for Taco Bell. I don't know why, but I was like, why deny myself the craving? Let's get some Taco Bell. So I'm actually up to order now.
Welcome to Taco Bell.
Hey, how are you doing?
Doing good, hope you are.
Good, thank you.
What can we get for you today?
Could I do 2 cheesy Gordita crunch tacos with the DLT shell inside?
You said 2 gorditas with the Dorito Loco shells. And what else can we get for you?
Yes, and then could I also do the nacho fries?
We currently discontinued the nacho fries yesterday, unfortunately.
Oh, dang. Okay, let me do the Fiesta potatoes and a large Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Okay, I guess I'll just do the Chipotle Ranch grilled chicken burrito, and then could I get a side of the Chipotle Ranch as well?
Yes, Chipotle Ranch grilled chicken burrito and the side of the Chipotle sauce.
Yes. And then
right.
Could I get hot sauce? And that's gonna be it.
Alrighty, drive around, thank you.
Okay, thank you. They discontinued the nacho fries already? Didn't they just bring that back? Taco Bell, why? Why do they do this to us? I swear, they love to torture us. They really do. Taco Bell, you like to torture us, don't you? I know you do. I know you do. Dang. I also wish they would bring back the Cantina crispy tacos, I think they were called. I don't know if you guys remember those, but I loved them. 1768. Hey, how are you doing? Okay. Thank you. Yeah, the Cantina crispy tacos were so good. I am so sad about the nacho fries. I was like, I gotta get up here and do a Taco Bell mukbang before they get rid of them. Thank you. I'm good. How are you doing?
Sauce, anything to order?
Just the hot sauce will be good. Yeah, thank you. So I decided to start doing some hot sauce instead of the Diablo sauce because I always get Diablo, but I'm like, maybe I should switch it up and try the hot sauce and see if I like that with my items better, because sometimes I feel like depending on what you get, the different sauces taste better with, like, the hot sauce sometimes go with certain items and then the Diablo sauce goes with certain items, so you know, just trying to switch it up a little bit. Man, the nacho fries, I can't believe they're gone. It still had it on the app though, because you could order the 7-layer nacho fries on the app, but I wonder...
How you doing? I'm
good, how you doing?
Good.
Is this everything? Okay, perfect. No, I think this is it. Thank you. Okay, there was like 3 different people at the window. The guy that took my card was different. And then the guy that asked me if I wanted sauce was different. And then the guy that just gave me the food was different. So that was kind of funny. Okay, let's get parked. And I think I'm gonna park over here. I've been to this Taco Bell before, and the last time I parked over here and it was a pretty good spot. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like this is good. I look a little red, but that's okay. All right, let me get my table out and get set up. Let me take this off. It is pretty toasty in my car now. We are definitely full force winter now, which I don't think it's technically, no, it is. Today's the 21st when I'm filming this. I think today's the first day of winter. Hold on, now I gotta check and see. Did winter officially start today? I think it did. Let's see, I don't know if my calendar is gonna tell me because all I have on my calendar is all my work stuff. I'm pretty sure winter starts today or tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, so I had to get the Mountain Dew Baja Blast. This is definitely my top craving right now. What is it, the Mountain Dew that makes me crave this? I don't know. Is it the sugar that makes me crave it? Probably, but the Mountain Dew Baja Blast is just so dang good. It's just so refreshing. Oh, that's so delicious. Okay, let's see what we have in our Taco Bell bag. We got a bunch of hot sauces. They always stack you up with the hot sauces. But, okay, so I really wanted to talk to you guys about this documentary that I watched on Netflix because it was so crazy and we just have to talk about it. And I'm really curious to know if you guys have seen it. But here's our, I think I got the chicken burrito, right? Dang, I don't even remember at this point. We got our cheesy Fiesta potatoes, which these are still amazing. I guess they'll make up for the fact that they don't have the nacho fries. At least they don't take these off the menu. If they took the Fiesta potatoes off the menu, that would be very sad. And then our cheesy Gordita crunch. This is also what like the whole reason I wanted to do this Taco Bell mukbang was for the cheesy Gordita crunch because it's just so freaking good. They actually made that taco really nice today. And then here's our second one. Wow, this looks so good. Ooh, these are super saucy today. Oh my gosh, look at these. Whoa. I feel like they always sauce these things up so much. Okay, what do I want to take a bite of first? Oh my gosh, everything just looks so delicious, but I think the cheesy Gordita crunch is calling my name. So let's dive into this first. I'm gonna use Chipotle ranch on this because what a killer combination. Nothing is better than when you have a food craving and you go and get that food and you satisfy your craving. Yeah, just really hits the spot. Okay, so this Netflix documentary that I watched, you guys, is called Don't Pick Up the Phone. It was on my homepage, so let me know if you guys have actually watched it or if you have just seen it on your homepage and you were like, oh, I wonder what that is. It is absolutely crazy. And I am usually not a documentary kind of person. I don't really watch a lot of documentaries on Netflix. Sometimes I will watch some of them, but typically it's not what I go for. This one was crazy and it roped me in. And oh my gosh, wow. So the documentary is about these prank phone calls, but they're not really prank phone calls because they are way worse than a prank phone call. And the prank call is going to fast food joints. So it's about these fast food restaurants that are getting these prank phone calls. Yeah, see, that hot sauce is hitting the spot. They all have such different flavors, the hot sauce, the Diablo sauce, all that. Okay, anyways, the documentary. Let me stay on track here. So the prank phone call is this guy pretending to be a police officer, and he calls and asks, of course, for the manager. And he tells the manager that one of their employees stole somebody's money, like a customer's money. And he's like, we need to search the employee to make sure that they don't have the money on them. And they give the option that the employee can either go to the police station, or the manager can perform the strip search right then and there. Nearly every time, the employee always chooses to do it right then and there, which I don't understand, because if that was me, I would be like, oh no, you better take me down to the police station. You better document all of this. Like, if you want me to strip down and get naked, I am not about to do it right now in the middle of a McDonald's, because a lot of it happened at McDonald's. They also targeted Taco Bell's, but a lot of them were McDonald's. And I would be like, oh no, you are not about to strip search me in the middle of the McDonald's manager's office. Like, no, no, no. You're gonna take me down to the station and you're gonna document all of this. But for whatever reason, and the thing is, I will say, they targeted young women as the person that stole something. So the person on the phone doing the call would describe just like a very generic girl, like, oh, she's short and petite and has brown hair. That's what they would say. And obviously someone working at the fast food place would fit that description. The girls were always under the age of 18, so very impressionable young women, and they would literally make these girls strip down. I don't know if I'm describing this good enough, but basically the person on the call, like pretending to be the police officer, would be telling the manager, like, you need them to strip down and you need to do the strip search on them. And they would do it, but it would go way further than just a strip search. This girl was in the room for almost 3 hours, basically naked the whole time. Sometimes she would have an apron over her, but most of the time she was naked, and they were having her do crazy stuff like jumping jacks, naked, running in place. And then eventually the manager was like, I have to go back to work. I cannot deal with this. And the guy calling on the phone was like, okay, well, do you have a man that you can trust? So she brings in her fiance, okay, to handle the call for her. And the guy on the phone makes the fiance do crazy stuff. I don't even want to say it on here because it was so crazy. It's stuff that I wouldn't even want to repeat, but they got it all on camera because there was a camera in the manager's office, and the stuff that they made her do was wild. And the whole thing that was crazy is, like, the guy that was taking the call, who was being ordered to do this stuff by this fake police officer, was doing it. And in my head, I'm just like, in what world would you think a police officer would ask you to do these things over stolen money, supposed stolen money? Like, first off, the strip search is just crazy. It's one thing to, like, pull out your pockets and show you don't have anything on you, or go search the person's car, but to do a strip search, and then it just goes way further than that. The guy that actually took the call, they arrested him. I think they said he went to jail for like 5 years or something, which, I mean, he should have. Like, he definitely should have. You should never think it's okay for a police officer to have you do... Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to say this on video, because I'm sure it's probably not... I probably shouldn't say... Essay. Essay. I think you can say essay. You guys know what essay means, I'm sure, at this point. Why would a police officer have you essay a young woman? Why? That is crazy. So anyways, that was just one of the situations. I think that was like one of the worst that happened. But total, this guy made, I think, 73 calls total. 73 prank calls, except they're not actually prank calls because that's horrible. 73 calls over the span of 10 years to different fast food restaurants, having them strip search employees and do crazy stuff to the employees, insinuating that they stolen money, and the guy was like pretending to be a police officer, so people believed him. What? I was so baffled watching that show. Some of the cases did not last long. Like, I remember they had one situation where this girl had gotten down to being strip searched, and one of the employees came into work and was like, what's going on? Because he knew something was going on in the office, but he could just tell something was wrong. And so the employee that came in, he barges into the office and he is like, what is going on? So he tells the manager to give him the phone, and once he gets on the phone, he's like, who is this? What are you doing? And I guess the guy is like re-explaining himself, and he's like, well, you should know having this manager strip search a minor is illegal. And then the guy, like pretending to be the police officer, hung up the phone, and they were all like, oh my gosh, this was all a hoax. And that manager ended up getting fired for it. It is such a wild documentary. You guys have to watch it. And then the girl that was in there for like 3 hours, she actually sued McDonald's for it. This Taco Bell, you guys, wow. It's so good. It is so good. I honestly didn't even need to get this burrito, but I figured I would get something instead of the fries. Sorry, my camera stopped, but yeah, they loaded these gorditas up. You got so much meat in them. This is the location that I really like. They do a good job making the food. So anyways, let me know if you guys have watched that documentary yet. And if you were also like, WTF, these people are crazy. But apparently the caller that did this all, that was pretending to be the police officer, he was targeting really small towns. And I guess in small towns, they were saying that people are more likely to believe and trust authority. And that was like the whole thing, was that these young girls that were the victims, they were very like rule followers and all of that. And I would say, like, it's not that I'm not a rule follower, but I would never take my clothes off in my place of business. Like, there's no way. You would never get me to take my clothes off. Like, if you want me to do that, take me down to the police station and document it, because that's just crazy. And, you know, it's definitely not the girl's fault at all. Like, they were just young, impressionable women that didn't know what was going on, of course. Really? The people at fault is, of course, the guy making the call. Like, you have to be so sick to do that. So sick in the head. And the people taking the call. Like, the managers. You should know that a police officer would never have you do that. That's just insane. So, I don't know. I thought it was a pretty good documentary, though. Definitely watch it, because it just opens your eyes up to stuff that happens that a lot of us didn't even know happened. I had no clue that happened. And I worked at McDonald's for almost 3 years. And granted, this happened back, it happened from 1994, I think, was the first call that they found, all the way up until 2004. And that's when these two detectives really got onto the case, and like, no one was trying to figure out who this guy was. The guy that was making the calls, everyone involved in this was just like, oh, it's a prank call, there's nothing we can do. And then these two detectives realized how bad it was, and they started to try to figure out who it was that was doing it. Just crazy. But yeah, apparently a lot of people were arrested. Like the managers that were actually taking the call, doing the strip searches and basically essaying these young girls. They were the ones getting in trouble and getting arrested, not the guy making the calls. So it's just a really effed up situation. I don't know, at a certain point, you have to say, okay, regardless of who they say they are, regardless of how authoritative they are or what position they are, you should know right from wrong. You should know when something is not adding up and not making sense. And none of that made sense. Oh my gosh. I'm just realizing, look at this table right now. Can I zoom you guys in? Are y'all gonna be disgusted by me? Probably. Look at this table. This is a mess, but I will clean it up, don't worry. I just was like so into this story and telling y'all about this documentary. I didn't realize how crazy my table looked. Okay, Taco Bell is messy. At least it's all on the table and not on my car. Because the table I can clean up much easier than my car. This has been so good though. I'm so glad I did this. I was debating, I was like, do they even want to see another Taco Bell mukbang? I mean, I want to eat some Taco Bell, so let's just do it, you know? You can never go wrong with the cheesy Gordita crunch. Okay, so Christmas is right around the corner. Literally in 4 days from when I'm filming this. You guys will probably see this on Friday. So at that point, Christmas will be 2 days away. Oh my gosh, are you guys excited for Christmas? I cannot wait. I honestly have not watched as many Christmas movies as I would have liked. I watched Home Alone, the first and second one. I was honestly really caught up in The White Lotus too. Have you guys watched The White Lotus? If you guys have not seen The White Lotus, okay. It's kind of, there's some very scandalous scenes in it, which usually I'm not into. I don't watch a lot of stuff that has a lot of, you know, like that kind of stuff in it. But this show is so good. If y'all are old enough to see like scandalous scenes, sort of, watch it because I loved that show. I binged it, I think in like 2 days. Granted, the first season only had 6 episodes and then the second season I think had 7 episodes, but it's so good. Jennifer Coolidge is amazing. I love her. She's the best. She's just so, there's just something about her. I love her so much. If you have watched The White Lotus, you know everyone is like kind of obsessed with Jennifer Coolidge right now. Really good show. We actually watched 2 Christmas movies though on Netflix that were really good. They were new Christmas movies. I'm trying to remember what they were called. I think one of them was the Noel Diary. That one was pretty good. And then I just watched one yesterday. What was the name? I can't remember. I'll pop it up on the screen though. Definitely check out Netflix Christmas movies. They're pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna save this burrito because I am actually quite full. And, you know, I don't wanna like overstuff myself. I need to clean this mess up because wow. Who did this? This girl right here. Wow, what a mess. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Taco Bell mukbang. Let me know what you guys want to see in the new year, 2023. What content do you want to see from me? I love you guys so much. Please drop a thumbs up down below if you guys enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.